Hi guys, so I've just started this video to show you the first stages of our new project. Now the camera is right close to my head, so I'm going to try not to knock it and not to put my head right in front of it. Okay, so we're looking today at Arabic design, and what I want to do with you guys is to do a really creative research page. So we're going to start our research page with the title, which is going to be Arabic design. And you are going to be able to decorate this and make it look amazing, use pencil colours, but let's just lay it out first off really neat so we get all the key things that are important. So the title is going to be Arabic design. I'm going to make mine look a bit fancy. And then we're going to need the date. I've put my line for the date a little bit too big there. No need for that. I'm going to rub that out a little bit. Okay, so bob the date on here. I think it's going to be, I think it's the 4th when we get back, isn't it? So it'll be the 4th of January, 2021. Wow, first time I've written that. Okay then, so then you're going to glue in the strip of pictures that I've given you, and that's, sorry about that, and that's going to be, well, you can put it anywhere, to be honest. There's going to be writing. You're going to answer the questions that are on the slide and the ones that we've been thinking about so far already. So neatly glue down the pictures. Yours are going to be nicer than this, but this is just what I have to hand at the moment. I think I'm going to put mine in the middle because I think that'll be quite a nice place to put it. And then I'm going to put arrows, just get that stuck down properly. And we're going to get arrows around the pictures. Okay then, so looking at the slide, getting glue on my Mac, looking at the slide, the questions that we're going to be looking at and answering are here. Okay, so how could you produce a design like this? Who do you think the designs are aimed at? What do you think inspired Arabic design and why? What colours are used a lot? What is your table's favourite thing about the designs? What makes it good? And what are the key features? So let's start with the key features. This is always a nice place to start. So key features are calligraphy. So I'm going to put an arrow from the calligraphy and write calligraphy. And then a little bit about it as well. So calligraphy is used, so what I'm going to write is the calligraphy is used by Arabic people to communicate. They liked to use letters instead of pictures to stop the use of idolatry. So calligraphy is used in Islam instead of pictures to avoid idolatry. Okay, and you can give some examples as well. We can also look at the henna, so you can put an arrow there and put henna art, and then describe henna is the use of pictures. Well, it's the use of loose, decorative patterns, often linear. To decorate the skin. And if you know more about henna as well, from what we've discussed, you can write that in there. Architecture is important as well. You can write about the shapes in Arabic architecture. And what's really important is that you put in this sheet some of the feelings you have about the architecture, about the henna, about the patterns, about the flowers. Geometric design is quite Arabic as well. So the use of squares, patterns, triangles can also be included there too. So I'm just going to go to my research sheet now, and I'm going to do a little bit of sketching. I'm going to sharpen my pencil though, because it's got a bit blunt. And there isn't a sharpen. Oh yeah, there is. So sharpen my pencil. And I'm going to do some flowers. What we are doing with this information, like I've said in the lesson, is we're going to make a really beautiful pencil case out of felt. So this is the felt we're going to be using, which is really bold colours, lends itself to applique. So I'm just going to put a little bit of pattern work into my design as well, that I might even use to help me design the decoration on my pencil case when we come to that. This is nice. I'm doing this branch and leaf work here. It's quite nice. Oh, okay. I also might have a go at some calligraphy, some circular pattern. Let's do some circular pattern because there's a nice circular design. So I've got my circle nice and strong. Guys, my drawings aren't real, but we've got lots to help us on pictures as well. So I've got my circles there. I'm gonna, it's a bit like a blanket I've got at home. And you can put some pattern on there as well. That's quite a nice one that comes wide and then narrow. Notice that I'm turning my page to make it easier for me to do this circular pattern. And then I'm going to write about why I like it at the end. So once we've finished this research page, what we'll do then is just put a nice, neat, what's gone well, and even better if. So it'd be really good, let's move these out my way, they're getting in my way. What would be really good is to leave space for that, because then obviously you're not going to be squeezing it in or writing it on another page, because we want our sketchbook for this Arabic project to look amazing. We want our book to look really, really beautiful, well laid out and interesting. So on the next page, we're going to put our sample and our homework from this week. I like that. And then I will put some nice triangles coming through as well. Guys, I'm sure yours is going to be a bit better than this, but it just gives you an idea of what this research page should look like. And then in the centre, just some smaller circles, I think. Like that. That's quite nice. And obviously I'll colour it in too. I don't think you want to see me doing all the colouring in. So I'm just going to put my www here and put myself some lines. in order. I think you might have lines in your book anyway, but I don't on mine, so I'm going to put some lines there too. And EBI, even better if, just so you can review your work and see what you've done well and what you could improve. Okay, so you can get on with your work now. I'm going to add some colour to mine. I'm going to use bold colours, nice bright pinks and yellows and purples, because we're going to be using these bold colours from Arabic design. So I just want you to think about what colours you've got there, what colours you're using. Just to make this research sheet the best it can be. I'm just going around the outside of my flowers, and then I'm going to put lighter colours. No, I might go darker actually inside. What our pencil case is going to be is a combination of applique, which is cut out flat pieces of felt sewn together, and embroidery, which is hand stitching, decorative hand stitching. So while you're looking at these designs, you can be thinking about that as well and see how that could come into your design, both of those styles, both of those techniques. Oh, that's nice. And you know what, I might make these edges a bit curly, because I could do some hand stitching to make those edges decorative. Just quite henna-like swirls. Oh, that's nice. And then I'm going to go for dark, I said, didn't I? So have a look. Might go for, have I got purple anywhere? Blue? Knocked the camera, sorry. Let's go for blue in the middle. Nice bold blue there. Quite a bit of blue in the design as well. So there you go, that's my research page ongoing. Now it's your turn to make yours look the best that you can.